The two petroleum giants we're going to look at today sum up the chaos in the net zero and EV world. On the one hand, you have Shell that thinks it's a good idea to start closing filling stations already and replace them with EV charging. And on the other hand, you have BP that's doing the exact opposite, withdrawing from EV charging because they can see the writing on the wall. Both approaches can't be right. We're going to have a look at both stories in this video to compare and contrast the strategies these companies are following. I'm pretty sure I know which one I'd go with. I guess only time will tell. Welcome back to MGUY, British engineer and lawyer, now Sydney YouTuber. All my social links are in the description and there's a code on the screen. Scan it with your phone if you want to sign up for an occasional MGUY email. It would be great to have you on board. Shell clearly thinks the future is electric as it plans on closing fuel stations over the next couple of years. Shell plans to divest 1,000 retail sites in shift to EV charging. Shell plc plans to divest 500 retail sites annually over the next 2 years, responding to a growing demand for electric vehicle chargers. We are upgrading our retail network with expanded electric vehicle charging and convenience offers in response to changing customer needs, Shell said in its latest energy transition strategy. In total, we plan to divest around 500 Shell-owned sites, including joint ventures, a year in 2024 and 2025. The London-based major said it would focus on public chargers, increasing those to 200,000 by the end of the decade, compared to 54,000 currently, because customers need them more than home charging. The company will roll out these in China, where it operates more than half its current recharging stations, and Europe, where demand is fast growing. As the EV charging business grows, Shell expects an internal rate of return of 12% or higher. The company didn't give details on which retail sites it would divest. Huiber Vigeveno, who heads Shell's downstream renewables and energy solutions business, said last June that taking 500 sites per year was equivalent to around 4% of Shell-operated sites. Well, 12%, good luck with that. I don't know how Shell thinks it can make the same level of profit on EV charging, when in Europe at least electricity costs can vary wildly and many charging companies are pulling out because there's no money to be made. Check out my video up here on that. But I guess in China electricity is cheap. Wonder why that might be. Maybe it's because over 70% of it is fossil fueled. BP, on the other hand, is going in precisely the opposite direction. Exclusive, BP's EV charging arm cuts jobs, reduces global ambitions. BP has cut over a tenth of the workforce in its electric vehicle charging business and pulled it out of several markets after a bet on rapid growth in commercial EV fleets didn't pay off, company sources said. The changes at BP Pulse are part of CEO Murray Auchincloss's efforts to focus on the British company's most profitable segments as it battles investor doubts over its plan to shift away from oil and gas to low-carbon energy. BP Pulse in recent months reduced the number of countries it focuses on from 12 to 4, the United States, Britain, Germany and China, where it expects the fastest growth in the EV market, BP told Reuters. It also earmarked Australia, New Zealand and France as growth countries, it said. We'll see. As a result, the division axed over 100 jobs in recent months, or over 10% of its global workforce of 900, with many employees being moved into other divisions and only a handful leaving the company, the sources said. But to keep the net zero zealots happy, BP still makes all the right noises. Our EV ambitions have not changed, BP said. The changes at BP Pulse are a step towards ensuring that we can execute our goals with even greater precision and effectiveness. We'll see. As the market for EVs crashes even further, as I believe it will, the big oil producers will switch back to offering petrol and diesel and will scale back their EV charging plans to match. When it comes to the bottom line, reality trumps fantasy every single time.